What's up, guys? I want to show you a trade today. That section on the screen there where it says Amazon 157.50 calls, that is a live update. So you can see on the very right where it says 150, 151, that is the current bid. 73 is where I filled on it, and I want to show you how I got these numbers. You can see we popped at the open and then gave it back. And I don't usually trade the opening candles. I've found over the years that I've been really bad at doing that. My consistency is horrible. So I just don't trade the opening candles. I wait for the chart to set up. And in this case, we popped, gave it back. We saw some resistance here, which was the resistance in pre-market. We saw it here, and then we were approaching it here. So once we broke through that level to the upside, that's where I got into the calls. I went with the first one out of the money. I usually trade right at the money or the first contract out of the money. In this case, I went with the first one out of the money, which was the 157.50 calls when it was trading at 156.73. So once it broke through there, that was my entry. You can see over here, this is the actual contract. So 80 cents was the high point of that candle. My fill was actually 73, so I got in a little bit before that. Those contracts went to 163. They're now dipping to 146. But this is why I'm staying in the trade currently. This green line here is the 34 EMA. So we bounced off it here, we bounced off it here, we bounced off it here, and we're coming to check it here. So I'm probably going to exit really soon if we don't get a bounce here. We'll use this level as support right here. If we break below that, maybe I'll exit this trade. I did have a target point up here, which was 158.51, and you can see the high of day is 158.51. So how did I get a target point of exactly the current high of day? Well, what we're going to do is go back to yesterday. Yesterday's high was 158.51. If I move that chart over, you can see that. So this is yesterday. That's the high point for yesterday. So we're going to draw a line there at 158.51. We move over today, and guess what? That's the high point today. So that's where I'm looking at for target one. We reached that. Not necessarily going to exit right now because, again, it's bouncing off this 34 EMA. So it did it once, twice, three times. It broke it here. So again, what we can do is draw a line. Let's get that line tool going. We'll draw a line there, which is the last point that it bounced off of. So if we break below that, which is 158.10, that's where I'll cut this trade. But 73 cents, currently 147 on the bid. Not bad. We're talking 100% gain on this trade, and it was higher up here. So if we can get a bounce and break through that, this trade will be very nice. Even if we end up cutting it right around here, still about 100% gain. Not bad for a weekly expiration. So that's Amazon. That was a nice move it made, and that's what you can do with some weekly contracts. Very low cost, low risk. You can see we're kind of bouncing off that level here. So we're going to stay in this trade for a little bit, see if it wants to bounce again and make a new higher high. If it breaks this 158.10, that's where I'll exit. Thanks for watching.